Ever been in a situation where your friends are out there one-shotting every single boss, but the same character with the same supports still cannot clear Abyss for you? Hello, my name's Aranara, and today, I'll tell you how to clear enemies like butter and how to perfectly build your character. Maybe even better than others. So here's the ultimate guide to insane builds. But first, do you even have your character's best artifact set? For example, Mavuika, her best set is usually Obsidian Codex, and she needs crit stats and attack. But on the other hand, there's Columbina, who needs HP more than her life itself, loudly crying 35,000 HP is necessary. But once you notice something, you'll realize most characters look similar. Most need crit stats, so how do we perfect crit rate and crit damage? Here's my second technique, 1 to 2. This is a pretty well-known trick used by thousands of players. Basically, whatever crit rate you have, double it for crit damage. But once you reach 100 crit rate, this doesn't really apply because more crit rate won't do much. Even with this technique, the best crit stats are usually somewhere around 100 crit rate with 200 to 300 crit damage. And decent stats are around 70 crit rate with around 190 to 200 crit damage. But make sure you never mess up weapons, because weapons are one of the biggest parts of your damage. Usually, the best options are craftable weapons from nations or crit weapons. But always check your character's kit first. If they only need defense, then give them defense. Follow what the character actually wants. But imagine, you pulled a new character. How do you do talents? Simple, make sure your character's most important talent gets crowned. The second most important one can stay at level 8 or 9. And if you don't want to fully master the character, then use this technique. 2 upgrades to the most important talent. 1 upgrade to the second most important talent. And the best level for most characters? Level 81 or above. Now comes the messed up part. Supports. Invest in supports, no matter what, because even with a C6R5 Skirk, she won't suddenly hit 10 million damage with a level 70 Escoffier. Doesn't matter if you're building a C0R0 Ketching or a C6R5 Mavuika. Both will struggle if their supports aren't built. And you don't even need perfect support builds. Build the important supports: Xilanen, Kazuha, Bennett, Farina, Zhongli, Xiangling, doesn't matter who. Build the supports your DPS actually needs. Because your DPS will depend on them. Now comes a rather easy but hard to pick part. Team composition. And I have a method. The 1-1-2 method, 1 DPS. This character deals the main damage. Examples: Mavuika, Verisa, Skirk, Flynn's, 1 sub DPS. Deals some personal damage, can carry a little if the DPS dies. Supports the team. Examples: Farina, Columbina, and finally, 2 supports. These usually don't deal much personal damage, but they massively increase team damage. Examples: Xiangling, Xingqiu, Bennett, Chevrus. And that's it for today. If you liked the video, give it a sub. Sorry for asking loudly crying, but I want to reach 10K before 2027. Stay tuned, and bye.